Did you know that prank and scam calling has gone up 500% in the past 2 years? Huffington Post did a thing about it. I mean, it's at the point where our iPhones say scam likely if someone's calling you. I get like 2 a day. I'm going to tell you why you should pick up. Because you never know who's on the line. I was waiting for test results for my blood. And waiting for test results is a very weird feeling because it's not like you can study. I feel like test is a weird word to use for that. I had a doctor look at what was causing me pain and tell me that we need to do tests right away. And I said, okay. And he said, no. We need to do tests right away. I'm not going to charge you for this copay. I'm not going to charge you for the x-rays. We need to do tests right away. This is a big deal. I said, okay, fine, I'll put it. I went to work on Friday after that, and I collapsed. And I spent the next week in the ER getting 5 transfusions of blood because my hemoglobins were at 3.3. They're supposed to be around 13, 14. I'm a funny guy, so when they told me, oh my goodness, your hemoglobins are at 3.3, I said, oh, was I supposed to bring those? I left all those at home. They did the transfusions and I stayed in the hospital. I had friends come in and visit me, and getting a transfusion isn't an easy thing. It's basically putting a liquid in the wrong way. And so it was a very painful thing. It was tough for me to watch silently in pain as my friends play Clue around me and sort of ignore that they have to skip my turn because I'm in too much pain to play. They did a quick biopsy, a scrape biopsy, while I was in the hospital, and they said it was a fungus and I'll be fine. I went back home, and the surgeon says, no, that scrape biopsy wasn't enough. We need to do a surgical biopsy. I'll do it for free. It was important that he could do it for free because I don't have insurance. I'm a young writer, performer. I'm a young guy, and I don't have insurance, so I basically have to live off the charity that I can find. The biopsy was supposed to take 3 days. It took 2 weeks because, as I would find out from the call that would come in, what they were seeing was confusing. I got a call from a number that I didn't know, but I had to now, at this point, pick up for everything because I didn't want to avoid something that was important. And what the doctor said was, Chris, I got your biopsy, and I need you to know that you need to sell your house. You need to sell your car. This is something that needs to be taken care of. And I said, it's funny you think I own either of those things. But I understand. And he said, Chris, this is a month's cancer. This isn't a year's cancer. This is if it gets in your throat, it's done. And you're gone. I was worried when I saw inside your throat that you had squamous cancer because that meant I would have had to take out your entire jaw and part of your neck and you would never speak again. And that's still a very real possibility for me. But the good news is this is a very rare cancer. And it's a cancer that grows fast, but it's a cancer that goes away fast. You need to call Dr. Thomas. I sent him your biopsy. I sent him your CT scan. And he looked at it and said, I can cure him. The problem is I had been calling Dr. Thomas for 2 weeks because I knew in the back of my throat and I knew in the back of my mind that I had cancer, and I knew I needed to get this taken care of. And Dr. Thomas is a great cancer specialist, a great sarcoma specialist at the UF Cancer Center, but he has a bunch of what I would like to call like trolls in front of him that are like, what's your insurance? I don't have that. And in front of him, the guy that can cure me is a bunch of people wondering what numbers I have to give them. They gave me a bunch of complex answers about how the fact that he works for both a hospital and a private practice means that his copays are too expensive for me to see him just without any insurance. I sat at home and I, for the first time in a long time, contemplated, is this something I want to put my family towards, and I want to put my loved ones towards? Do I want to burden them financially with the feeble attempt of keeping me alive. I drove that night to Florida Hospital on my own because I heard that the EMT specialist, the head and neck specialist, were there in Celebration, an hour away. When I got there and told them that I didn't have insurance, they gave me a pamphlet and told me to go home. 4 weeks later, I got a bill for $1,000 for that pamphlet. America. You should pick up when you get a call of a number that you don't know. Because after I thought I got the last call that was important to me, the call with my biopsy results, I had my CT scan and I had my biopsy results, which means I knew where the cancer was and I knew what it was, which are the two things that a cancer surgeon and a cancer doctor wants to know. But I got a call an hour later, and it was from Health Fund Solutions. They're a charity working out of ORMC, and they said that they had a loophole in the insurance program to apply me for an insurance they know I'd get a decline for. Take that decline, take it to the marketplace, and apply for an insurance in the marketplace. And with that decline, they could get me insurance starting October 1st, and they'd pay my premium, and they'd pay for my chemo. So I called back to the garden trolls and told them, hey, bitch, I got insurance. I had my first appointment with Dr. Thomas yesterday, and I start chemo at the end of the month. Some things come down to the wire, so you should pick up the phone.